Shalom. Call Halo Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rukah Quadash. Double honor to our elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. I'm your brother Yashawan, back with a quick lesson on this space farce or space race. Okay. Now, what are these guys doing? All right. What they're doing is they're putting on a show. All right. You got Bezos, you got Musk and Branson, whoever else is using these rockets, all right, to transport equipment, right, for their space-based weaponry, right? But they're doing it, they're acclimating the people to, hey, space, and we got this, we run this, we can go live out here, and it's all a lie. But what they're really doing is they're establishing their crow's nest. Okay? So let's look at that crow's nest. What is a crow's nest? Crow's nest, definition of crow's nest by Webster, Merriam-Webster, okay? A partially enclosed platform high on a ship's mast for use as a lookout, okay? Also, a similar lookout as for traffic control, all right? Okay, traffic. What kind of traffic control? Esau thinks he's going to control the traffic of space when you know you don't even belong up there. That's the most highest domain. You can only get into low Earth orbit. And what is this space race if you already been to the moon and ain't been back? What happened there? Salakia. Well, let's find out. Obadiah 1:1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord power concerning Edom. All right, that's all I want right there. All right. Obadiah 1:3. Behold, the pride of thine heart, your heart is your mind, the Hebrew word law, hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's a direct challenge to the Most High. Okay? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy crow's nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. When you try to establish your crow's nest, when you bring together your little space force, why are you doing that? Why are you doing it? Because you know that there is a war that is about to jump off. Okay? Just like you went into Iraq, right? You created a reason. You took down the Twin Towers and you went straight to Iraq, which had nothing to do with 9/11, but you went straight there. Why? To establish a foothold in the Middle East so that when that war starts, you would have, a jumping off point. Well, that's what you're doing right now. Okay? You're trying to establish a jumping off point under everybody's nose. Oh, we're just giving our friends, our rich friends, a right. Your rich friends know that them spaceships are appearing and your time is up. Okay, you all know at the high level. You know what's going on. What you doing out in space? It's not your domain. You're trying to make it your domain. You're going to yet durst fight. Okay? You're going to try to fight against Yahushua and the angels. All right? And you're going to get your ass whooped. Okay? So, let's get a little more here. All right, so when you try to set your habitation up, when you try to set your nest among the stars, then when you do this, then you're going to get brought down. So we're about to watch the bringing down. Okay? How are the things of Esau, this is 6, Obadiah 1 and 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? The men of the Lord are watching. We're the watchmen. Okay? We got the real crow's nest. We're controlling the traffic. Okay? So, let's get one more. What are you guys doing? Okay? Why is all this money being spent? It's the book of Acts. 4. This is Acts 4 and 26. The kings of the earth stood up, and the rulers were gathered together against the Lord and against his Hamashiach, his anointed. Okay? Here's what's going on. What is this? You got your little military Space Force outfits. You're trying to build a platform up there with space weapons. All right, let's look at some of this.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Ariam Cornell, Director of Astronaut Sales here at Blue Origin, and it is my pleasure to MC today's press conference.
They're so proud.
The newest international astronauts, the first human flight crew of New Shepard. Another round of applause.
Look at them crusty bastards. The devil.
And without further ado, these four wonderful people, astronauts. And with that, I'd like to introduce
Astronauts. You know, damn astronauts.
the stage Jeff Ashby, our Senior Director of Safety and Mission Assurance, as well as former Space Shuttle Commander. Jeff?
I am deeply honored today to represent all of the Blue Origin employees, especially the New Shepard team, past and present,
New Shepard. Huh. You know who the Shepherd is.
in awarding wings to the first 4 Blue Origin astronauts. These astronauts will wear a set of wings in the shape of the letter A. The side pieces represent the road to space.
That looks like Star Trek, don't it?
And our feather logo is the crossbar. And at the top, a tiny blue sapphire to remind these folks that they are from planet Earth
Huh.
and that they have a mission to protect this home.
To do what? Wait a minute. I thought this was just about a joyride into space. And whoever can afford it, hey, we just frolicking in space. What does protection have to do? That sounds like military. All right, so you telling on yourself. How are the things of Esau searched out? We're listening to what you say very closely, your own tongue.
With that said, Oliver, would you join me?
Look at the pomp and circumstance. What did you do? Come on, Oliver. Cromwell. What is this, France? Is that a France flag? This is a bunch of pomp and circumstance, and it's a diversion about what's really going on.
Oliver, you have received a special gift of the astronaut perspective. I know that you will do good things with it and make the world a better place.
Make the world a better place. Look at this bullshit. Okay, as you can see, this bullshit just continues to go on. We're not going to sit here and watch all of this. You can go back and watch it. Okay, so now let's read this little thing here that I stumbled upon. Center for Space Policy and Strategy. Strategery. Okay? What are these devils up to? What are these devils up to? Let's see. April 2021, Space Agenda 2021. Informing the future of space. What is the devil doing here? All right. Introduction. Let's read this. The space enterprise is engaged in one of the most transformative time in its history as space becomes an increasingly democratized and contested environment. Contested by who? Right? Contested by who? All right? In its emerging landscape, the strategies that secured the United States' leading role in space won't be enough to sustain leadership in the 21st century and beyond. We need new approaches, new concepts, and new ways of thinking about space to address the growing hostile threat to our ability to operate from space and realize the tremendous scientific and economic opportunities that the development of space capabilities can bring down to Earth. What hostile threat? You know that this is a hostile threat to who? To you, Edom. All right? Space Agenda 2021 is a resource developed by the Aerospace Corporation's Center for Space Policy and Strategy. This is meant to aid and inform U.S. leaders and policymakers as they confront critical decisions with long-lasting implications at this dynamic time. In the pages ahead, you'll find cutting-edge and analytical insights on the pressing topics the incoming presidential administration and Congress will face over the next 4 years as they work to advance our nation's strategic interests as the world's preeminent space enterprise. Go ahead, babe. Through Space Agenda 2021, Aerospace provides in-depth research and informed context as the U.S. space enterprise positions itself to outpace what? The threat. That's laughable. Expand the frontiers of our capabilities in space, manage growth in space traffic, right? There's that word traffic going back to the crow's nest. As for traffic control, what? Expand the frontiers of our capabilities in space, manage growth in space traffic, and strengthen U.S. leadership in a time of immense change. We offer these ideas independently, not at the behest of any of the many government agencies that we support. The topics covered in these 26 papers, organized into 4 sections, cut across the whole of the space enterprise from defense. Here's the first one. This is about defense, military, and intelligence. What does that go into? That goes into that chip that they want to put in your hand and monitor you. So they're trying to set up this infrastructure for the NWO, be able to I can't even think of the word. Futilely, it's futile to even try to compete against the Most High. We already know the outcome. Intelligence to civil and commercial space. And speak to the growing coordinations that will be needed to navigate the way forward. You can view these insights here in this book or visit us online to view them and download them along with our collection of other space-related papers based on our nonpartisan research and strategic analysis. All right? Now, let's go down. Let's see what this is about. Contents. Section 1. Outpacing the threat. What is the threat? What threat? Why are you going up there? What's going on suddenly? Well, suddenly we have to redefine what these are. It's no longer swamp gas, balloons. What is it? All that bullshit that you came out with in 47. Outpacing the threat. Oops. Salakia. Wow. Salakia, bear with me. Satan's after me. All right, here we are. Developing a foundational space power doctrine. What? Like the doctrine of discovery, right? Fostering an independent space-minded culture and identity. Wait a minute, space doesn't belong to you. A roadmap for assessing space weapons. Why you need space weapons? What a place for space, competing schools of operational thought. Organizing for defense space. What? You see what's going on here? Balancing support for the joint force and independent space operation. This is about the military, getting the most deterrent value from U.S. Space Forces, Space Force, or Space Farce, okay? Leveraging commercial space for national security. All right, here's all of this. National Security Space Enterprise, okay? National security needs. You see all of this? What's going on here? Okay? Satellites, this is what they're distributing. Uh-oh. Developing a sustainable spectrum approach to deliver 5G. So what could 5G services mean? What could that be? And critical weather forecasts. What is 5G services, and how does that coincide with the MOB? All right. So that's enough on that. That's just a little insight to what this devil, and you're using big words and sentences and phrases to try to disguise what you're doing. Okay? We know what you guys are doing. All right? So anyway, this is what they're doing. They're transporting things, right? Like, for example, in Vietnam, when they were sending the dead bodies back to America in them caskets, they were loaded with heroin or opium, whatever you want to call it. They were smuggling that in under the guise of, oh, well, here are dead troops, but we're smuggling, right, this dope to put in the inner cities to attack Jake. So this devil, guess what, devil? We are not ignorant. All right, so let's get that. We know what you're up to. Second Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We know exactly what you're up to. All right? Look at this pomp and circumstance. Look how proud these people are. Oh, we're so proud. Look at this. We're proud devils. Okay? This is Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Wait a minute, your home is on the earth right now, devil. What you doing trying to go up into space? It's not your domain, it's not your home. Who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Okay? All right? You're a proud man. Proverbs 21 and 23. Whoso keepeth his mouth and his tongue keepeth his soul from troubles, proud and haughty, scorner is his name, who dealeth in proud wrath. Okay? You're a proud and haughty scorner. You're scorning the Most High. All right? And your wrath is nothing compared to the Most High, the wrath of the Most High. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right? This is Proverbs 24:9. The thought of foolishness is sin, and the scorner is an abomination to men. Start right here. He that deviseth to do evil. What are you doing? You going to try to go heads up with the Most High? Stupid. He that deviseth to do evil shall be called a mischievous person. Okay? Psalm 21 and 11. For they intended evil against thee. They imagined a mischievous device. Guess what? Which they are not able to perform. Let's look at this. Though they plot evil against you and devise wicked schemes, they cannot succeed. Look at you, proud devils. Look at this. You proud devils. It ain't happening. The whole space odyssey that you're pushing on the world right now is presumptuous at best. We know that the whole thing is a farce. This is Psalm 10 and 2. The wicked, in his pride, doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. You boasting in your pride, like you doing something against the Most High and the angels. You ain't doing shit. All right? This is Psalm 2 and 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? All right, now we're back here. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointing, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. What's going to happen? He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Okay? Hey, you got no chance up in here. This is Psalm 33 and 10. The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. You're imagining a mischievous device that you shall not be able to pull off. Okay? All of this goes hand in hand with what they call the Space Force. It's a space farce. Okay? So that's good. We'll go ahead and cut it right here. All right? So with that, we hope that the elect, were edified. That's what this whole space thing is about. All right? Let's get one more. This is going to show up on the World War III video I'm about to make, but see, we know what is about to go down. This is Revelation 12 and 7. There was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not. Neither was their place. They're trying to build their place right now. Slovakia. They're trying to build their place. All right? Neither was their place found any more in heaven. That shit got sent tumbling to the ground. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Okay? Hey, it's going to come to naught. All right? Jump down to 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. You trying to rush something together up there as though you can fight against the Most High. All right? You can't fight against the Most High. 2nd Ezra is 13 and 11. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight. That's you. Right? That's you. And burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was left, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. There's the outcome. All right, so with that, we hope that the elect were edified, and with that, we're going to say shalom.